The following podcast is a special Beat the Cock challenge with a 30-minute time limit. This is the NWE Podcast. No wrestling ever. We hate wrestling, and when we watch it, we hate it. Today, we're going to be talking about Extreme Rules, which came up on last Sunday. I see you're very enthusiastic about it.
Well, I gotta be enthusiastic if we're going to be talking about this for less than like 30 minutes. So here we go.
This is the greatest pay-per-view of all time.
Absolutely.
I beg to differ.
No, you don't.
Yeah. I think it is the greatest show of all time. I think
it sucked.
Better than All Out.
It was terrible.
Better than All Out. Better than Money in the Bank.
It don't matter what you heard. We gotta go. I thought y'all said 30 minutes.
Anyway, starting off the show, for some reason I wrote Liv Morgan got her titties out, and I think it was because she had.
What is that?
She had a fit. Yes, on the pre-show, she had a fit that showed off a little too much, and then Carmella did the same thing, but her Tron was kind of like the DX one where it has like the strippers flashing in and out, but it was her instead.
That's just Carmella, bro. She always had. Did you remember the Money in the Bank in like 2020?
No.
Okay, so Carmella's outfit, like at that one, her titties were just full blown out. Like I swear to God, that shit was just gonna slip in.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know that one, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Out for days.
Carmella was her Money in the Bank.
2020, yeah.
Remember that was the one where she got knocked out by Lacey Evans.
Oh yeah, that was the damn. Yeah, you right. Nah, you right. Yeah, you right.
Exactly.
All right, we got to get rolling.
So yeah, it was an alright match. It was fine. Some things happened during it. You know, the Spanish announced team coming through better than the English team the entire time. I think Michael Cole was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. For some reason, just randomly, like a minute or two into the match, the fucking Spanish announced team, you could hear clear as day.
During the Peacock stream.
On the Peacock stream.
It's really just as simple as Peacock stinks.
Oh yeah, Peacock sucks. Absolutely.
Peacock fucking stinks, so it's just
I'm not even gonna blame Peacock. I'm not even gonna blame Peacock. I think I'm just gonna blame WWE.
I blame Peacock because they weren't having this problem before Peacock.
I gotta agree with you there. What the fuck was happening? Because I didn't get to watch this with y'all. I'm just over here like at work, just watching it. And I'm hearing the Spanish team, and I look to my right. I'm like, dude, there's no way someone's speaking Spanish in the back of my ear. Because you can hear commentary teams. I turned around. I'm like, what's going on?
I wasn't watching the pre-show because I don't watch pre-shows. But I looked on Twitter, and people were talking about, oh my God, I can hear the Spanish announce. I can hear the Spanish announce team and the English announce team at the same time. And I said that, you know what? That sounds pretty accurate. So I just took their word for it. So when I jump into the VC fucking first match on the show, it still happens, and it's fucking over the 6-man. You can hear over the introduction of the 6-man. You can hear the Spanish announce table fucking better than you can hear who was on commentary for the first match.
It doesn't
fucking the Raw team.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
the Raw
you can hear the Spanish announce team.
No,
better
no
than the
Raw team. Because I thought it would have been like the SmackDown if they're going to have Carmella and all of them. They're going to have them there.
So pre-show. I'm talking about like a legitimate 6-man tag.
No, I thought it was the whole like kickoff show. You just heard the Spanish announce team. I swear to God,
it was the kickoff and the first match as well. But yeah, basically, I can't remember who won the match, but they did like a rope-assisted flatliner, and then they sat down the other person's face.
Liv Morgan won the match.
That was awesome.
It was great. So yeah,
all right. What else?
Somebody in the crowd had a sign that said, "This is my 200th WWE event," and that kind of
that's dreadful.
What a mark! That is just off. Imagine that such high of a milestone, and you got to go watch Liv Morgan and Carmella with the Spanish announce team blaring as clear as day. Like, dude, imagine how much better it would have been if you just sat at home and watched that shit. I promise you would have enjoyed it more.
Imagine making that an accomplishment. Like, I went to 200. Did you get some bitches? Did you get any bitches from the
What did you get out of this? What did you get? That's the question we all know.
I got to see Alexa Bliss.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So the New Day comes out in this gabagool gear, and it fucking rocks like crazy. I love it.
It was like a play on the
Fugees.
Fugees. Yeah, cover the Fugees.
You know.
Yeah, the ones that go ready now. Here,
man, ain't nobody asked you to sing, fam. We don't 30 minutes.
We got time. We only got we got 2 minutes in already.
Nah, we 5 minutes in. We good.
No, we're keeping time.
Yeah, this is New Day versus AJ Omos and Bobby Lashley and
now, son. 6 incredible black
this was
tearing it down.
This is a great all African American match. I fucking love it. They need to do more shit like this.
6 of the best African Americans who ever touched the soil of this earth wrestled tonight, or that night. It was great. It was
that is for true.
No pun intended, of course. AJ Styles, also being black, was in that match,
which made it very interesting when they had the French announce team talk over it.
Yeah, they tore it down. Knew they won. That's good enough for that match. It was great. Great job by the 6 great black athletes, including AJ Styles.
Even Bobby Lashley took the pin though, which is kind of, I don't know why. Could have been AJ.
Oh yeah, and before that, Bobby speared AJ Styles once Biggie dodged out of the way, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Fuck Bobby Lashley now. Push his done. He's over.
So yeah, I'm glad they had the French announce team over there. That was a good choice.
Now you got Russell Goldberg. Yeah, you ain't with it, so this is done for you.
Didn't Goldberg have to avenge his dead son or something?
Yes.
When's that happen?
Awesome.
Let's not talk about it.
What do you mean when's that happen?
When's the revenge arc?
Let me tell you where it's going down. Saudi Arabia.
No.
Nah.
Go down. Let's talk about it. It's gonna go down Saudi Arabia Thursday at 1 p.m. Yes, sir.
That's true.
So,
I'm gonna be asleep.
How the
fuck
are they gonna build this up?
They won't.
Yeah, they're gonna build this up. Goldberg's gonna avenge his dead son.
Bro, the story writes itself.
Come on now. You watch
Bobby Lashley killed Gage Goldberg. I saw it in my own eye.
My dead son. My dead son.
All right, bro. All right. That's family. We ain't got time for
So the next match, Usos versus Street Profits for the SmackDown Tag Team titles, I believe. Yes?
I would love to tell you that this match was good, but I just didn't pay attention. We had
I'm pretty sure. I am 100% sure. I promise to you this match was good, but we couldn't get into it. Because
it is not the match's fault. Let's put that up. It's not the match's fault.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna put this dude on blast. All right, so the guy that was on the All Out podcast, Exiled Psychic, praise God. He's a great member of the NWE. We appreciate him so much. His presence here, so fantastic. We're having a conversation, and he mentions we were talking about Shawn Michaels for some reason. We said Brett is better than Shawn. No question.
That is true.
It's true. Oh, well, I think that Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler. That threw the whole match out of loop. So for 15 minutes, we're talking about why Shawn Michaels sucks dick. He is terrible.
now here's the thing. Listen, okay, let me put this shit right now. Shawn Michaels, he ain't terrible. But
we're not gonna talk about this again. We have 30 minutes, bro.
No, I'm gonna break it down.
Keep going.
I got the job. Shawn Michaels is very good. But if Shawn Michaels is your favorite wrestler ever, then your argument's already thrown out the window. Because I don't want to hear it.
Opinion trash. Listen, let me tell you something about Shawn. Listen, Shawn Michaels, bless the man. If your favorite wrestler, fucking Shawn Michaels, you're just part of the NXT roster now, bro. That's all it is.
I feel like that my take on greatest wrestler of all time is not very valid because my greatest wrestler of all time is of course Randy Orton, and that's not the obvious greatest wrestler of all time. But if you look at me straight in the face, just stare right into my eye, and you say some bullshit like Shawn Michaels is the greatest wrestler of all time, on my life I'm slapping the shit at you. Promise I'm slapping the shit out of you.
All right, listen. Same here. My favorite wrestler, Kurt Angle, he's all timer. But if you tell me Shawn Michaels is the greatest, Swear you get an Olympic slammed on the mat.
No way. Shawn Michaels is anybody's greatest wrestler of all time, bro.
For real.
Hop off the live. Straight up. Just
live right now.
First of all, Undertaker better. Bret Hart way better than him. Shawn Michaels got carried by Triple H.
What about the 60-minute Iron Man? No, I'm busting on sight, dude. Shut the fuck up. So really,
what about that? Bret Hart carried that match anyway.
Carried the whole match. Anyway, we're back at Extreme Rules.
So the Usos retain. Obviously, we have no clue how the match went down, but they retained.
Yeah, they retained. We gotta get into the good shit. Now we gotta get into the good shit because I'm gonna introduce this one right now. Up next, the Queen. Charlotte Flair defending the Raw Women's Championship against Alexa Bliss in the match of the night. It was the greatest match of all time.
Alexa Bliss looks so damn good this night, man. Yeah. I'm telling you, man.
Hey, I hear you.
Come on,
that fit looked good. She was just looking real good. And WWE creative had to ruin everything.
You have to hear this.
I agree with you.
Charlotte Flair. It's the natural selection, and it's over. That's all you need to hear. Right. But it ain't over there. It ain't over there. Because Charlotte grabs the Lily doll. Now, for the people who follow the product, I'm not one of them. So, Snoop, break it down.
Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, let me break this down.
I know you ain't test your mic in the middle of recording. You done.
Look, actually, no. Before we do this, I just want to mention two things. One, Malachi Black was just sitting behind the commentary table for some reason.
Off the road, true.
There's a dude that looked exactly like him right behind fucking Michael Cole, or not Michael Cole. Fucking, you know who it is.
Michael Cole.
And then when the camera, and then you know when they
commentary team.
Anyway,
I'm not gonna lie. Don't know who's on there.
I don't know who either, but. The referee, you know, they do the whole, like, they hold up the camera to the hard cam, and Charlotte Flair just stands right in front of the fucking ref while he's doing it.
Asshole. Now, let me talk to you about this finish in the after. I'm going to tell y'all, again, like I did for All Out, this was the magnum opus. I've been waiting for months for either the feed to come back or this to die. Charlotte Flair, you are the queen for real. You killed the one true thing that I hated. First of all, like Jordan said, natural selection 1, 2, 3. No spooky powers. All it was Charlotte won, and then she ripped up the doll. And I've never felt so happy about life. I've never felt so great about life. Made it feel good. And then that's it. Alexa Bliss is now gone for months.
Well, no, because Charlotte rips up the doll, but Alexa Bliss gets angry. And Alexa Bliss jumps Charlotte.
We're not doing this.
And Charlotte
whip that ass.
Not only does Charlotte go over and kill Alexa's gimmick, but Charlotte beats Alexa's ass and throws her over the table. Charlotte's music hits. She walks in the back, and Alexa Bliss goes from under the table, and there's cum in her mouth.
She is just distraught.
Yeah, she does
Alexa Bliss gave somebody a blowjob.
Alexa Bliss comes out like the cummy boogeyman.
There's no question about it. It's cum in her mouth.
Yeah.
Coming down her face, it was nasty. It was
disgusting. I believe that the Lily doll was killed. So she sucked somebody's dick.
Whoever thought this through was great. Appreciate it.
I feel like the worst part about because they're trying to work the gimmick that she's foaming at the mouth. But the worst part about it is that you can see the tablet on her tongue when she's screaming.
You can see the tablet in her tongue foaming. So it's like, bro, you didn't suck dick. You just took a fucking Adderall or some shit, bro. Like, come on.
Gross.
I think it was because like she was so like winded and out of it. There's just no spit in her mouth to make it go off. So it's just it was just sitting there, and she just started spitting on her own too. Like she just started spitting after the tablet didn't work, and it started dribbling down her face.
Her mouth. She was
like a little cum slut.
Look at that little cum slut, and everybody on the Reddit was going crazy.
This was the worst day in history.
Oh, this is great.
There's never been a worse day in American history then September, whatever
now
it was.
The rumor that the feed's gonna pop up on AEW tomorrow, man, it's about to be a great week for all the feed nights out there. It's about to be a real great day.
I'm excited for the Fiend.
Yeah, you think that. Anyway, what's the next match?
What happened to your mic, bro?
Next match is
Next
match is the triple threat match for the U.S. Championship.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. This match was actually real good. I enjoyed it, but I did not like who won.
No, we were marking out for Jeff Hardy.
I wrote down Sheamus does the suck it and the Tootsie Roll.
What'd you write down, son?
Shin.
What'd you write down?
I thought
my Wi-Fi cut out. I was like, oh no.
Oh, what? Did I cut out?
Yes.
Oh no, I said Sheamus does the suck it and the Tootsie Roll.
He did do that. Sheamus did do that.
Well, that's far into the match.
So Jeff Hardy was gonna go for the swanton on Damian Priest, and then Sheamus pushed him off, and Sheamus got to the top rope and told Damian Priest to suck his dick, and did the Jeff Hardy.
He's got jiggy with it on the top rope. Like, he's so big and bulky, he just can't get his arms up that high.
His
just
big
like
ass
point out
trying to do the Jeff Hardy taunt, knowing damn well his arms are as massive as my
Hold on,
fucking
by the
leg.
way,
Can't even do shit correctly.
Has anyone look? I was fucking afraid y'all were gonna beat the shit out of me. Like, has anyone ever heard Jeff Hardy's taunt referred to as a Tootsie Roll?
No.
No.
That's,
No.
What?
Ooh.
How old are you?
Bullen, I want names, and I want them now.
Who's telling you this and getting away with it?
Look, I literally.
I'd beat their ass if that was you.
I guarantee you saw that on somebody's Reddit. You had to. You know where you come down that by your own.
Bullen, here's what I want you to do. I want you to tell me who said it. I want their social security number. I want the address too.
You say you know this kid what? The Tootsie Roll. Yeah, I'd beat their ass. Listen off site. Who told you this and got away with it, bro?
Stop laughing and spit out the name. Who said it?
I have no clue where I learned it from. Me and my cousin, we always we were like
cousin.
No,
Tootsie Rolls at the fucking Thanksgiving dinner.
I don't know why, but
ass.
since we were like 6 years old, we always called it the fucking Tootsie Roll. I don't.
Jordan, please look this up. Please look this up.
I'll look it up.
Please look this up.
I legit don't know where it's from, but like when I look at Jeff Hardy do that thing, I always think, oh, that's the Tootsie Roll. I didn't think about it until like
some candy, bro. Is that what you want?
Look, I never thought it was weird until last night when I was noting it down. And it was like, wait, does anyone else call it that? Because I slowly realized I've never heard anyone but me and like a few other people call it that. I was like, wait a second, are we the only people that call it this?
Y'all not different. Y'all just fucking weird. That's all.
I'm not trying
different.
to. No, I'm
real, just weird.
Legit. Like when it happened, when I noted that down, I legit like I felt like I don't know.
I hope you sat there distraught, thinking, "Damn, why did I say that?"
Here's the fact check, son. Nobody in the history of this planet has ever called this fucking taunt the Tootsie Roll. I don't know where you got this shit from.
I genuinely don't know where the fuck we got that from.
Bro,
we just called it the Tootsie Roll.
Someone's gonna do the DX chop, and then Bull's gonna be like, "Oh, he did the skills. Oh, he did the skills."
Oh, shit. Hitting that nigga with the Snickers.
Oh shit, he threw out the Hershey bar. Oh, he going crazy tonight.
Stone Cold Steve Austin throwing up the Reese's Pieces.
Hey, can you give me a Three Musketeer?
That motherfucker breaking out the Kit Kat, y'all.
Oh man.
The Tootsie Roll. I'll be damned if I ever said someone to go on my face.
That taunt has been the Tootsie Roll to me for like 15.
Jeff Hardy shaking that Laffy Taffy.
Literally over a decade. That has been the Tootsie Roll to me. And I I never thought it was weird, and I did not think it was weird.
Thrown out the window.
I never thought it was weird until Extreme Rules. I did not think it was weird until a few days ago.
Sucking ass, bro. You need to throw that shit out for real.
I
no more.
Understand.
Stupid ass. First of all, like candy sucks. I don't know why you want to call it the pissing me off for real. What's the next match, bro?
All right, y'all.
Yeah, Damien Priest wins my roll-up. Damien Priest wins my roll-up after bro kicking Jeff Hardy. Let's get to the next match. Fuck's sake, nigga. Yeah, Bianca versus...
So Bianca Belair comes out and does the Tootsie Roll.
That Beefy take over.
Pissing me off for real.
Roll, man.
Pussy.
Okay.
I mean, I should beat
Wait,
your ass.
there was a segment. Okay, so after this,
man, Sheamus doing the 2-step on the top rope, man. That was great.
No, you did the 2-step.
Got the Tootsie Roll.
Man, he out. Man, Sheamus out here doing the motherfucking
we get a rematch. Obviously of the famous 9/11 Super Show.
Oh, you damn right for real.
Goddamn right.
We get Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair.
yeah.
Man, this match.
Two? Yeah, two
This
on
match
pay-per-view. What
was
feels like fucking 500. But
this match was truly not bad, but the finish was weird.
We got our first glimpse into Becky's new character as a heel. I mean, it's pretty much just her, but a lot more toned down. But I mean, good match. They were working well together, and then all of a sudden,
Before that, me and the dudes that read about the 9/11 Super Show, we got scared. We got scared for real.
Oh yeah,
because we thought a finish was gonna happen, aka the kiss of death into Rick and Yaz into a roll up.
Yeah, if you go back and listen to that podcast, the finish of the match was the rake of the eyes from the KOD position, which is Bianca Belair's finish, kiss of death, into a roll up by Becky Lynch. And they've worked so many house shows, and that has been the finish for all of their house show matches.
every single time.
So we're thinking this is about to be the same thing, huh? Nah.
Yeah, it was a nice little match they were having, and then as I said, a wild Sasha Banks appears, and I wrote in my notes, I am looking respectfully.
No, I wasn't looking. I was just distraught and confused.
Oh my god!
But other than that, we were all of us in the call were so confused.
I hate to interrupt this, but I just looked and I just realized Alexa Bliss was in her hometown, so they had Charlotte Killer gimmick in Alexa's hometown.
I'm gonna cry. I'm legit gonna go cry again.
That is fucking hilarious.
That's
but no. So Sasha comes out, attacks Bianca, which means, of course, the dreaded DQ on the most extreme pay-per-view here. Before
the show, Becky. Let's remind us. Let's get this straight. Becky in the promo little gimmick before the show says anything goes, and then gets into a match where a DQ happened. So
where DQ happens. Yep.
I just want to talk about this timeline. SummerSlam, the biggest show of the year. Becky Lynch returns, kills Bianca Belair in 26 seconds for the title. Okay.
Correct.
9/11 house show, untelevised. They have a house burner. And then at Extreme Rules, they have a decent match that ends in DQ.
Yes, correct.
They had a decent what?
Match.
Decent match.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you said.
They had a decent match that ends in DQ.
Yeah.
This is a great feud. This is awesome. This is beautiful.
If you at home want to go back to episode 2 of the podcast where we spoke about the first match and Goosh spoke about how this could be fixed, WWE had done the opposite.
Here's the problem here, and I'm sorry, Joy, but the problem here is this is generally just, hey Bianca, we know we built you up with butts. We gonna end that right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm sure the triple threat, and I know Sasha said she's gonna be on SmackDown and maybe at the Saudi show. I don't know. I know they're coming around the women's matches at Saudi shows.
I'll be here to have a look at that. Don't you worry, boys.
Personally,
you won't be alone there.
Personally, I'm at the point where it's just like, can we just get the belt back on Bianca? Is where
simply
I'm
no.
at. I mean, it's probably a no, but I'm just like, I think I loved the Becky Bianca build. I love the build to the Extreme Rules match. I thought that was great, and I was assuming that Becky was going to go over here, but personally, unless they're all in on moving Bianca to Raw and her taking the belt off of Charlotte, I give Bianca back this belt within the next 3 months. Please, before the year ends, give Bianca back this belt.
But my thing is, right, if you move her to Raw, then it just makes it seem like, okay, this was just, we wanted Bianca just to get her ass whooped, so we could do Becky and Sasha.
Yeah. That's the only thing and I agree with Snoop there. That's the only thing I'd worry about when it comes to Bianca going to Raw.
Like, bro,
it's the fact that it's her getting fed to Charlotte.
No, I just love how they had both women's championship matches here tonight and also at the fucking 9/11 Super Show. I think that's just phenomenal. Yeah. Great long-term booking by the Fed.
Good job, y'all.
Well, we got to go because this timer's saying 26 minutes. But yeah, Sasha Banks.
Is you for real right now?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, right, no,
but it's downtown for the main event. The match of the year.
Main event. I was about to say, because you can't just gloss over this match. We have the full go in depth about.
We're going a bit over time.
Yeah,
we gotta go over time.
We're gonna go a bit over time.
The tribal chief, the head of the table, the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
No, keep going. There's way more stuff. No, there's way more.
Well, I mean, I could read the shirt, but I'm gonna
read it right now.
You go ahead.
Tribal chief, head of the table. And all beat all the reigning defending Universal Champion, 4-time main event of WrestleMania. Guess what? The greatest of all time. And all be all the GOAT, Tribal Chief. I'm just gonna run down everything I just said. The savior of this whole company, the greatest wrestler in the world today, the Tribal Chief, Paul Heyman, and Roman Reigns as well. And Roman Reigns came out first, which was a bit.
Didn't you say you were gonna use your new mic on the pod?
I am. Yes, I am.
Oh no,
man. Yes, sir. It's getting worse.
Hey, well, it still sounds like the old
one. Think about all those titles for Roman Reigns, and then he wrestled a demon.
He took on Finn Balor in face paint. And,
yes, he did.
Because that's just who Finn Balor was until the ending sequence. Was just Finn Balor in face paint.
Yeah.
But
I just want to reiterate something. Who the fuck told you it was Tootsie Roll, dude? Like,
hold on. Yeah,
we back.
We're gonna get into that later. No, we're gonna get into that later. But for right now, so Finn Balor makes his entrance, and I was like, okay, if Finn comes out with a special little gimmick, he might win. He comes out same as Demon. He's gonna lose. But
the little mohawk gimmick was kind of cool. I guess.
Yeah, but then I really knew he was losing when they zoom out and they kind of like zoom down at Finn. But they have it like at the top of the Titantron, and as they're zooming down, all you see in the Titantron is Demon.
No, I said Peeman.
It's Demon, Seaman. Yeah, and the head gear was cool. I wish he used it, but no.
So
he did not.
So yeah, we have the one Extreme Rules match on the whole show in the main event slot here with Roman and Finn.
I mean, it delivered.
Yeah,
you can tell these two. I mean, these two do work well together. They really do.
Match was great.
Roman establishing early on his power game and, overpowering the Demon for lack of better term, in the early going.
Okay.
Demon wanting to pull out some tables, and then one of the best heel moves I've seen in a year. Roman decides to not give the fans what they want. Slides the table back under the ring.
So Finn almost pulls on the table like Beefy said. It is like halfway, and then Roman takes out Finn, and then Roman says, "Yeah, I don't know about that right now." He puts the table right back in. He said, "I'll pull the table I want." Yeah, that's why he's
nice little normal singles matchup to kick off, and then the weapons start to come into play. Roman pulls out a kendo stick from under the ring.
I feel like we should break
and
this
then
down.
Finn Balor.
I feel like
Let me break this down. Let me break this down for you.
Before we get too in depth in this match, I feel like we need to break this down.
Let me do the honors here. Let me do the honor. All right, cool. All right, check it out. So basically, they're doing the thing, right? So Finn slides out, and Roman's getting the stick, the tool, if you will. Okay, he looks up, looking for Balor. Up he comes. I'm thinking it's chainsaw. He whips out the bigger tool, the fat fucking conquer of Mr. Finn Balor himself, and then looks at Roman like, yeah.
In my
Dude,
notes,
it was the coolest shit I've seen. And
He pulled out the demon dick for real.
in my notes, I literally put it down as Roman grabs a dildo, Demon grabs a dildo bundle.
really, what Roman did. Roman pulled out a regular dildo. Finn pulled out the bad dragon. It was terrible. It was down on his neck.
So just a clarification for the people at home who maybe didn't watch the show and is watching this.
Honestly, it was pretty cool for real though. I ain't gonna lie.
Roman pulled out a kendo stick and Balor had a
Bad dragon.
a bundle of kendo sticks, almost like a light.
He had a bundle of bad dragons, and
almost like a light tube bundle.
Roman
that you would
Roman
see
just
in,
had
like,
the basic
GCW or
Adam and
whatever
Eve.
that'd be.
yeah, it's also Tootsie Roll, and fucking Finn whipped out the fucking Kit Kats.
It's also
Finn pulled out some shit from the dark web. I don't even know where he got this from.
He pulled out the horse, the fucking werewolf, and everything. He had shit down pack.
So they get in ring. Finn nails Roman with his cock in his midsection and his back.
What?
Wait.
all right.
You heard me.
All right.
I'm not even pausing.
All right. And then
leave it open to interpretation.
all right. So real quick, before we really go into this match, let's talk about this Extreme Rules matches that WWE does.
Well, I was just about to say real quick.
I don't know how they do it.
Ask a
But
question,
the way that they can just use 4 weapons each time, it's still a crazy ass match.
Jordan called out every single weapon they were gonna use, and they did them all.
I said before the match started, said that there was gonna be
Candlestick,
4 weapons used in this match.
Candlestick,
It was
chair,
going to be a kendo
table,
stick, a chair, a table, and the stairs.
steps.
What were
used
the
all of them.
4 weapons that were used in this match?
They used all of them. Oh, we're gonna get into the turnbuckle later. Yeah, we're gonna get into that later.
We're gonna get into the top rope in a minute.
The
but
thing is, I 100%.
so,
I haven't watched any Extreme Rule matches. Sorry to cut you off, but I haven't really seen many Extreme Rules matches lately in WWE. But like, somehow when Jordan said that, I just knew 100% that it would be right, and it ended up being right.
I'll say this.
With that being said, the way they're able to make it real fucking good and like still crazy as fuck is beyond me. Because sometimes wrestling companies, they love to use all the weapons in the world, and the match is crazy. But the fact that WWE can use the basic minimum, it is still a crazy ass fucking match. It shows that you don't need to do a lot. It just gotta be a good match.
Comes down to creativity in the end.
This was a good match in a way greater finish.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we'll get into the finish in a moment.
We didn't even talk about one part.
I was about to talk about it. The part.
Roman and Finn are brawling, and then Finn ends up getting thrown into the crowd.
This is what I'm talking
Roman
about.
Reigns, being the professional that he is, and of course being our tribal chief, wanting to protect us all.
Tribal chief.
Role model puts on a mask. He puts on his mask and proceeds
to whoop his ass. To still whoop his ass.
In the crowd.
Taking no risk.
So he put out his hand, not even looking at Paul, head up, puts his hand out, and I thought they had fucking thumbtacks. I'm like,
I said he had a gun.
I was like, oh shit, you really put up the
What is demon? He got that tool on him.
But no, it was.
he got the tool.
It wasn't a gun. It wasn't thumbtacks. It was a mask.
It was a way bigger. Hey, it wasn't thumbtacks. It was a way better fucking weapon, a mask.
Yeah.
And so Roman puts on the mask. Roman puts on the mask, gets in the crowd, beats up Finn. They start brawling towards the pre-show set, where Roman throws Finn on top of the glass table, almost like a callback to his Extreme Rules match with AJ Styles, where they almost ran exactly the same spot.
It was
Finn fights back, runs off the glass table, drives Roman through a random table that's just sitting around with shit on it in the crowd.
Yes, sir.
And then they get back to ringside. They brawl a bit more. Finn finally, I think on the third attempt, gets a table in the ring, sets it up, turns around. Roman picks him up, drives his ass through the table almost immediately.
They were whooping on the Usos' ass. And then, or not the Usos, Finn Balor. And then Finn, he gets back, and then, Finn, he's beating on the Usos. Speared by Roman through the barricades, and then boop, boop.
Yes, then Kevin Dunn, I think, had a heart attack and passed out in the wheel.
Yeah.
Finn Balor's theme starts playing. The heartbeat goes off, and Finn has a spaz. Then another heartbeat goes off.
In the first heartbeat, he doesn't even time it correctly.
He didn't time it correctly on any of them.
Absolutely none of them.
And then the second heartbeat goes off, and
his
Finn
ass cheeks were still
flops
out.
around like a dead fish one more time.
Yeah.
Then the third time, Finn flops like a dead fish, and then just hulks up with this red light.
Like a demon. Come on.
I wrote in my notes, I'm sick of WWE running matches under this red light. Fucking stop. I can barely see fuck all.
Shout out to the Fiend, by the way, for the red light. And shout out to the Fiend.
Balor hulks up. The Usos charge at him. Both Usos get laid out.
And then Finn does this crazy ass shotgun drop hit to Rowan through the table.
Yes.
I was like, damn, that was crazy.
Through a table that's set up on the floor.
And I'm thinking, oh my god, they can actually have Finn win. Finn, the Demon's playing. The Demon's playing. Yeah. There's smoke.
So
oh shit. I was like, oh shit.
We're all in the call. We're all in the call going, oh shit, Finn is actually about to win this.
And then
Finn
I
climbs
feel like we should say before we get to the part, I feel like we should say this part was actually genuinely really cool.
Oh, it was beautiful. His music is playing the entire time. The red music.
It was so sick.
Lighting.
It was so sick.
It was a
I'm in the minority here, but the finish was also really cool.
Majority. Listen,
Beefy, do you want to explain it, or should I?
Oh, no, real quick before we get into the finish, right? When Finn was flopping around, I was like, okay, this is stupid. And then he gets up, I'm like, oh shit. Oh, he really about to go crazy for real. And they jaw kick, it puts him on in the ring. I was like, oh shit, you're a real demon. You about to win for this shit. Then Finn, he goes up.
Hey,
he's up there for a minute. He's up there for a minute too.
So as Snoop said, Finn with the shotgun dropkick sends Roman through a setup table on the floor. After powerbombing one of the Usos through the announce table, rolls Roman in. Finn gets up on the top rope. He's up there for probably about a minute and a half. Like, it's full of shtick. It's almost like when New Jack used to jump off the balcony in ECW. It was a whole ton of build up.
Yeah.
And then as Finn's about to jump, the music cuts, the top rope gives out, and Finn just completely eats shit on the mat.
Balor
the lights
dives into this grass.
The lights come up. Roman knows
Finn has a hurt
where
leg.
he is. Finn puts his leg on the way down. Roman hits a spear, and then you have your 1, 2, 3.
Baby. The Tribal Chief NWE.
I mean, I'll let Jordan and Snoop say their opinions of the finish first before I really get into mine.
I'll go right into depth, Richie, right now. I thought it was awesome. Hey, look, I see all the people on Twitter talking about, oh, well, you buried the demon, you killed the demon. Look, son, the top rope snapping gives us a great, it shows, first of all, we should blame Sheamus, because Sheamus was doing the Tootsie Roll.
Big ass nigga. Big ass nigga doing dumb shit. Doing the damn quote Tootsie Roll on top of the rope.
You saw Finn Balor. Finn Balor had he had the massive fucking penis, and he has balls and shit. He was huge.
Facts.
So it gives out. So we can hold the gimmick that God is a big tribal chief enjoyer.
Okay.
Listen.
Finn Balor got a huge fucking penis, dude, and it gave out the rope.
Listen, God has two favorite champions in Miro and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns,
He's the man. Listen, here's what I gotta realize. God helped out a God champion because a demon was fighting God's favorite champion. Of course, God will help out the man. But also, for the people that's crying, this finish sucked. Here's what you gotta realize. Roman Reigns, he couldn't do it by himself. He had to call on the Lord himself to win. And I feel like that's the takeaway from this match. That God himself helped out Roman Reigns. And that's why he's the tribal chief and all be Raw.
Makes Roman look good. And I saw people on Twitter talking about like, well, Brock and Roman doesn't need the belt. Well, Brock's only back for the belt. So it's like,
what do you mean Brock and Roman don't need a belt?
Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You're talking about Brock and Roman don't need a belt. They can build a feud on that. Brock is back for the belt, though.
I mean, Bullen, I'll go to you and then Goosh, and then I'll kind of say my little piece on the finish. But what did you think of that finish? Because
awesome finish.
It's unusual.
I thought that was some fuck shit. Like, look, from one perspective, it's fucking hilarious as shit. It was fucking funny.
It was fucking awesome.
I laughed my ass off at that.
It was a great finish.
But on the other hand, I was like, you're really gonna fucking end the match like this?
I feel like I should let the people know after this spot in the call, there was like 6 minutes of straight laughter.
Dude,
Wi-Fi gave out.
Man,
oh no!
It was.
It was what?
It was what? It was the greatest thing ever. The greatest thing ever.
Like, I can't even, man. I don't know. It was
Wi-Fi gave out. You got depressed.
Yeah, I don't know. My fucking Wi-Fi's been fucking shit in the bed all day, but no.
I don't want to do this shit no more.
Look, I can't take this shit no more, man.
I'm fighting for my life.
Y'all killing me with this shit.
Man. Y'all killing me with this shit, man.
For 30 years.
30 years.
Oh
well, I mean, Bullen's kind of said a lot by saying a little. Goosh, what did you think of the finish?
Man,
in all honesty, same with you guys. Great finish, but to those who just don't understand, I only have this to say: cope harder.
I'm saying for real, cope. I'm saying for real, you gotta cope. Listen, y'all, people who hated it, bruh. Because here's what I gotta realize, bruh. Wrestling don't need to be serious all the time. And when bullshit like this happens, bruh, it's the funniest shit ever, bro. It makes the tribal chief look good. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, it's one of those things where when Geordan says that there was 6 minutes of just unadulterated laughter in the call after that finish, he's not kidding. That was a shoot. It was about.
Hey, bro, y'all look on Instagram real quick. Y'all look on Instagram.
Think about the laughter. Think about the laughter that happened after I talked about Tootsie Roll, and then multiply that by like 5.
Talked
that
about
was the
what?
call.
When he talked about the Tootsie Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiply that by 5, and you have the call.
I find the finish looking at the moment fucking hilarious, but I gotta feel like it's gonna be one of those finishes where we're gonna look back in like a year or 2 years time and we're just gonna go, why the fuck did they do that?
No, I'm not. I'm gonna laugh
Man.
to the day.
Because I mean, it is an absolutely hilarious finish, but wow,
Get this shit out of the fucking group chat, man. Fuck off.
I feel like
it's certainly a
feeling
finish.
myself from 5 years from now, I'm gonna be as big as a Tribal Chief fan as I am now, and I think I'm gonna watch this back and I'm gonna say that's awesome.
Yeah, that was certainly a finish.
Yeah,
that was Extreme Rules.
Yeah, that was normal rules.
Good show. Rules. As an overall pay-per-view, if you're gonna watch the pay-per-view from 2021, do not watch this.
Hey man,
I'll watch it.
And if you do watch the ending,
watch Roman.
Only
Finn,
watch
that's
the ending. Man. Actually,
Watch.
Not even just the ending.
Oh, okay.
Watch the
Y'all
entire Extreme Rules match.
Y'all
Don't watch it
because y'all dicking on. All right, first of all, y'all gonna watch something. Watch the 6-man. Maybe you can watch the triple threat. And then you can watch the main event.
Bro.
The Usos Street Profits you could probably watch too and me a little bit.
Yeah,
and
but
it'd be tolerable.
but
beware someone may
Shawn
derail.
Michaels. Actually, shit on Shawn Michaels, but don't do wild
Oh
matches.
Jesus, here we go.
Cause fuck Shawn Michaels for real.
That's on me.
Michaels ain't the greatest.
Yeah, I guess then. I mean, Bullen. I'm not sure if this is right, but the next WWE show we're looking at is Saudi, right? Crown
I
Jewel.
believe
Yes,
so,
sir.
yes.
Yes,
Oh,
sir. Yes, sir.
God.
You already know Undertaker versus Michaels.
V4.
Yeah, no. Well, apparently on the rumor mill, they're gonna do Edge, Rollins, Free, and Goldberg and Lashley at Crown Jewel. Allegedly.
Yeah, Goosh said they were gonna do Edge versus
Okay.
Goldberg because he's
Because
stupid.
if they don't do Bobby and Goldberg too, I'll make a bet. Here we go.
Well, by the way, where's that Cody Rhodes?
Yeah, where's that tattoo?
It's coming in October 9th. Don't worry about that. But
October
anyways,
9th.
if we get Goldberg versus Edge,
It sucked.
Not happening, dude.
It's not happening.
Look,
Not going to go down.
you know what? No. If we don't get it, I'll eat another RB sandwich.
We're
I'll
not
get the meat
doing
mountain.
Edge and
Why would
Rollins.
you do that to yourself?
All the way over to Arby's and get the meat
Literally
mountain.
doing-
You better get
literally
a
doing
tattoo
Edge and
of bald ass Goldberg on your fucking
You
butt
want to eat
cheeks.
Arby's? Is that what it is?
I don't. I gotta add some lettuce on there if I want
Are
to.
you craving Arby's, bro?
I'm craving some Tootsie Rolls right now, so I think that's all the time we have for the podcast.
Oh yeah, you right. Yeah, we gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta
Well,
go.
yeah, we're like
We
15
will
minutes
see you
over
and your
time.
Tootsie
Oh
Rolls.
shit, we're gonna run. We're gonna
We
hit
had
30
to get
seconds
real
in a couple of
in-depth
seconds.
now.
30 minutes in a couple
Cue
of seconds.
the State Farm ad.
Ah,
Cue the
I
steak.
didn't even want to record this. I didn't even want to record this.
AEW
Cut the fucking
Rampage.
feed.
Let's go.
Cut the fucking feed.
AEW Rampage.
No,
Damn.
we're done.
Rampage? Right now?
Rampage.
Now we're done.
No! This is Rampage. We're talking right now. Here we go, son.
We're not. We're
See
done.
you,
We're
Punk.
done.
See you,
No,
Punk.
No, we're done.
All right, that's it.
All right, the boys are going home.
The boys are leaving.
See you in Saudi.
The
I
boys
gotta
have
go.
left the town. This isn't Deadlock.
This is just podcast
later.
was probably the worst one.
Nah, this is
later.
ruled.
Extreme ruled.